Welcome to the 2023 Cherry Blossom at the Potomac Rolling Club. We're now at draw number 6, and on our feature sheet is Gudetama and Ice versus Team Bomber, and we'll also be showing a lot of sheet C, which is the Temple of Broom versus Hogged and Groggy. Yeah, go ahead and show. Yeah, we've got the first stones going. So yellow should be that would be Team Bomber. To the beach now. Yeah, so it's a lead. So that means Gudetama and Ice has hammer. This is Bonnie throwing lead, so they'd have a order. They switched their order, so Bonnie is now lead, and Ryan is now vice. So Ken Clark here on commentary, at least until Benjo gets here. And Dylan on the controls. Okay, that camera is not doing what we wanted. Just need go to the all house view again, and then go back to that house view and see if that gives us the right thing now. There we go. Or not. Okay, well, now it's doing the hack. Well, hopefully it'll work right now. Still haven't gotten all the bugs out of the system. Sorry. Yeah, let's try the house view now and see if it's showing the right one. Huh. Okay, so drawing but not undercover. That'll be something that Team Bomber could hit and roll off of. Just I imagine what they're trying to do. So can you go to the all sheets house? All sheets. And now I think that'll fix the all house. So back to the hack. So I'm in the house view. Well, we got a roll. Nope. Boy, it's just not working for us. Hit and roll attempt here, and this one might actually get under cover. Nope, still not. Each time it moves over a few inches, but still not under cover. Let's try one more thing. Let's change the feature sheet to C and then back to B again. Got the stone colors wrong. I guess did we miss a stone or something? Shows it as being red. Okay, well, I got another hit, but this time we're rolling to the other side. There's a whole series of, oh, and then we got the right house, okay. The stone numbers right now, so that should be right. There we go. Okay, now we got nothing counting on that side, and that yellow biting. Not biting by much, but biting by a hair. So they're still trying to hit and roll to get under cover. And will this one work? We got the hit, and it's rolling. Yes, finally, we're hit under. So yellow's hitting 2 now. And we're perfectly buried. So just a simple outdraw attempt for Gudetama Nice. Hope we're showing the right names. I didn't get a chance to check with this team. No, I did check with this team. It was the other team that I didn't check with. Is it too heavy? No, that looks good. That should be counting. No, it's too heavy. Yes, that is too heavy. Well, see if Bomber can get that draw weight. just a guard. Yeah, really just a biter would be fine, since they already get counting 1 and 2. Biter, top 8. Okay, Tony Bomber with his first rock of the game. Going for the draw, or at least guarding that line. Looks like plenty of weight. And it's going to be in pretty deep, I think. Oh, maybe not. It is slowing down. Okay, good weight. What they wanted. Maybe not quite as tight as they wanted, but are they going to get a biter? Not quite. But that's what that was one of his plans, was just to get a guard. So makes the draw path is still there. It's just tighter. So they're still calling for the draw. They need more ice than that. Mike Flitt, his first rock of the game. Looks kind of wide. It's probably going to hit the yellow. So, replace the guard with a wider guard. So I presume this bomber going to want to put it right back where it was. Looks like it. Try to get it biting this time. I think he said, if I heard him right, he's going to throw the same weight and get them to sweep it a little bit to get that biter. That one's heavier. Be coming in and going to the back of the house. So yellow's sitting 3, but if red sits on that yellow one that was just thrown, they'll be shot. This will be a hammer. So, yeah, either draw in or land on that back one or hitting that back one. Any of the above will give them 1. Best they can hope for. comes the hammer. Plenty of weight. Line looks good. I think they're just going to go to hit that back one, I believe. Should be fine. Looking really good. Just holding the line a little bit. Doesn't overcurl. Oh, overcurled a little bit. So steal a 1 yellow for Team Bomber. Over on sheet C, we still have 2 rocks left. Sheet A, they actually finished the first end, then sheet D. So sheet A is 1 red for Buck City. 2 red for Buck City, I mean. And sheet D, did they hang a score? one yellow, is it? There it is, 1 yellow. So on sheet C here, well, this is the last yellow rock that will be thrown in a minute here for Hogged and Groggy. And Hogged and Groggy is currently sitting, I think we're 2. Looks pretty close. So we're just trying to probably guard that draw port, get something in the top of the house. Well, they're not going to get their. Is it going to get it? Well, it's not going to. It might be biting, but it's not counting. But it is guarding a good part of the draw path, so not bad. So okay, here's the plan for hammer on sheet D. Temple of Broom. Ian Andrew about to throw the hammer, so he's got nothing but a draw, so he's just going to try drawing around that yellow that was just parked on the center. Is it going to get best yellow? It's going to be, yeah, it should be best. Just barely, but is it too heavy? Yes, it is too heavy, so I think that's too yellow. See, they're not looking at it closely, so it must be too yellow. That finishes our end 1 across all 4 sheets. So back to our feature sheet on end 2. So this is the 4th rock, so the last lead rock on sheet B. Looks like it's going to be drawing in, but not going to bury. Bomber calling for the hit. Well, should get a hit, but will it stick in? I think it will. Nope, maybe not. Almost. draw attempt. I don't know that I really like the draw there. I mean, they're not going to bury it. Or if it is buried, it'll be back and probably not out counting the yellow. So, but I guess that wouldn't be bad either, potentially. I mean, they do have hammer, so a back house rock might be okay. Got nothing else to hide behind anyway. Looks heavy. I think that's just going to go through. Maybe, or back. Okay, it's going to stick in. Well, like I said, back house, not the worst thing. This is Andy Green. No, Pete. Sorry, Pete. Wrong team there. So they just want something top house. It looks like it's going to be a little heavier than they wanted. It's going to be back house. Or at least button. Nice draw to the button. Not a bad place to be, because if it's a hit, then there's a chance of it jamming. And I don't think you can really hit and roll on that to get behind cover, so I like where that yellow rock is. And the yellow rock won't be there for long, but it's doing its job. That rock is moving really straight. It's just moving straight down that center line. Curled just enough to pick out the yellow. Did the job. This one's definitely heavy. And rubs the red and goes a little further. Okay, time for that yellow shot rock to go. Good bit. I think they'll get it. Looks like they're going for about nose. Oh, it's a little past nose. But then we'll chip it out. Misses the jam. The rock stays in biting. So they're sitting first and third. Calls to go out of the back of the house. That'll mean that neither of those red rocks would be likely to count for anything. it all the way back, but it's shot rock. Clearly they need to hit that yellow and not jam. Ideally stick the shooter to have the shooter stick around, so they just want to hit it a little bit off nose. That's going to over curl here, I think. It's over curling, so they're trying to hit it on the other side. And jam, but at least it gets through to the backing. So it leaves yellow sitting second. Overall, not a bad, not ideal, but not bad. So on to skip stones. No, was that previous one a skip stone, or was I? No. Tony Bomber just trying to hit that, and I think he wanted a bit of a roll. Just a nose hit is fine too. Ideally, it would kind of roll back near the red one, or to guard the yellow one. Got the hit, just a bit of a roll, so. So checking out the line to see if there's a double there. But I don't think they're going to try for the double, are they? I think they're just going to try nosing that yellow. Sheet A, we've got the hammer, I believe. So with yellow, red sitting one, yellow throwing hammer. Hammer will be in view in about 10 seconds. So coming down the middle, are they going to clear the guard? Yes, they cleared the guard. A little tap to slow down, bumping things around, and it's one yellow. So good save there. Over on sheet D, is that the last yellow rock, I believe. So they're just trying to draw in, I presume, somehow. I think it's going to crash, though. Looks like it's going to crash. Or maybe they're trying to tap back there. No, they're going to tap the reds. And not do anything. So still nothing in the house on sheet D. And red has to figure out how to get a score, or should they just blank the end? And they basically just want to tap that center red one back, I think. And I wonder if they'd be a tap both reds back, but I don't think so. If you got it just right, it might be there. To have the one red, tap the other one red in, and then both spill in. They're close enough. It's doable, I think, but it would be really tight with that yellow guard there. Okay, on sheet B, we have that yellow draw, so yellow is now sitting 3. Yeah, looks like 3. So it's basically just a draw. Bounce for the hammer. I think just a draw in. Just a question of where they try. What do they try landing on? Are they going to try hitting the yellow shot rock nose? Yeah, I think that's the call, is to hit that yellow rock on nose or just to the left of the nose. On sheet B here, the red rock coming in is the first of the skip red rocks. A nice hit. Looking at that yellow rock in the back to see if it's still in play. I guess they decided to take it out of play. I think technically it might have been in play, but can't tell from their camera angle. No, they really need to sweep this rock on B. They really need to hold the line. Are they going to get it? Yes, they're holding the line well. Good sweep job. So that's one red on sheet B. Oh, and sheet A is one red also. So just sheet C left on the second end. And are they down to the hammer now? Is that right? Yeah, last yellow, okay. Going for the hit and trying to stay in. Right now it's a little bit wide. And does it do the job? Yes, it does the job. Just got just enough of it. Leaving yellow's sitting 1. So if you're Temple of Broom, I think it's just a draw attempt. C and Andrew about to throw his draw attempt. Has enough weight.
Nice take, Bob. Get rid of the guard.
Okay, clear the guard. Is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? Yes, I think it will. Just barely stopped in time for one red. So that was one red for B, C, and D. All got one red in the third end, second end. Feature sheet. We're now on the third rock, fourth rock on the sheet, sheet B. call to draw behind that guard that was just gone.
Close, lost handle and died. Easy there.
Looks pretty good. Maybe not very quite as well as I would like, but it's on the button. So calling for backline weight to bump that red and then roll behind the cover.
Don't be less than that.
Waiting for the rock to curl. It's starting to move. I think it might work. Well, didn't cross the nose like they wanted, but it gets it out of there without jamming. Just barely without jamming.
You're hacked.
So now the same call for red, basically. It's too wide for that weight. It might just sail by. Yeah, it's just going to go by. So since that was a miss, I think they just want to guard their shot rock. So maybe a bite or really anything guarding the center line. Looks kind of wide. I don't think it's going to come back to guard. So at least try to get it in. If it's not going to guard, I don't think they'll get it in either. Do they? Well, maybe they will get a biter out of it. Yep. Okay. Well, not bad. Just not the guard they wanted. So if this rock can make the hit and roll either way to cover, leave red in a good place. It should make the hit unless it takes the guard. Is it going to clear the guard? Nope. So, okay, the guard just bumps another yellow in and bumps one yellow a little bit farther and bumps the other yellow in. Okay, leaves yellow sitting for with hammer and still got lots of rocks left to play though, so it doesn't really mean anything. But the fact that you got 4 rocks in the house with hammer is always a good thing. Well scattered rocks. Nothing covered. So what do you do if you're with the yellow still trying to guard their shot rock, I believe. So this one's a lot narrower. It's going to over curl, unlike the last one that didn't curl enough. Basically putting that guard back close to where the other, wasn't there a rock there before? Anyway. Okay, going for the hit the shot rock, roll under cover ideally. This is where you're starting to feel nervous when you're red. You got to make this roll or you're in big trouble. Well, I got the hit at least. So if you're yellow, I think you just want to nose this. Definitely will be hitting. Yep, pretty much nose, rolls a little bit. Actually, it's kind of half buried there. So, now what do you do if you're red? I think you, well, I don't know. You can draw on the left side behind cover. You may or may not be counting. You could sit on that back rock. Sitting on the back rock would at least minimize the chances of you giving up a big end. Okay, they're going for the draw. And it has to be buried. Is it heavy? Might be heavy. Won't stick in. Nope, not going to stick in. So do you try burying one or what? Yeah, front of top house. Yep, another top house biter, making it the draw, blocking that draw attempt. Even care if it's in, just guard that center line draw. Well, they should know how this line's curling by now since they've been throwing a bunch of rocks this way. See if they get the Broom right. It's looking pretty good so far. Well, it just is not curling. Everything looked right, it just wasn't curling. Okay, well, ends up with that little tick, ends up right where they want it, really. And the draw path is still there, it's just a lot narrower. So now that freeze on the back yellow wouldn't be out counting two of the yellows, so you can go for So, yeah, so basically the call is to throw like a backline weight, tack off, hit the yellow on, bump off the yellow on the right and roll to the left. So last red rock with yellow sitting 5 at the moment. A lot of pressure on you when you're throwing this rock to save the end. Oh, so another score on sheet A, 1 red. Takes Buck City up 3-1 over Parental Army. Two parent teams on this in this Bonspiel. There's Parental Army. Okay, we got a crash. Red rolls in to out count one of the yellows, 2 of the yellows. So leaving yellow sitting 3 now. So if we could hit that red out, well, the shooter probably wouldn't count. It's kind of dangerous. He can get 4 points without touching that red and doing anything dangerous, so he could get 5 by hitting that red just right. Play it safe. Nothing wrong with going for 4. Oh, we started seeing we had 2 different parent teams. There's the Parental Army and what's the Dunhams is the parent trap in this spiel. So just trying to land anywhere out, counting that red. Should do the job. They look happy with where it is. Let it go. And that's for a yellow. So how are we on sheet C? They still have 2 rocks left on sheet C. And did we get the score on sheet D? It was 2 yellow in the 3rd end. Puts Virginia up 3-1 over Ace Trainers. No, Dave Zimmerman from Virginia was having some issues yesterday, but so far today looks like he's doing okay. Issues as in a little twinge in his back or something. So. Okay, just coming to the back of the house here on sheet B. So sheet C, Ben Kean's coming down to throw the hammer. And so it's yellow sitting 3, is it? I can't tell what that back one's doing. Yeah, 3, yeah, yellow sitting 3. Ben Kean just trying to draw in for 4. If he, or is, no, he's trying to hit the, is he trying to hit the red to get 5? Yeah, if he hits the red, it would be 5. I should say if he hits and sticks, he gets 5. Okay, Ben Kean's hammer in motion. Seeing it soon. So far it looks pretty good. Need to sweep it to hold the line. Sweep, sweep, sweep. And it sticks. Yes, that is a 5 yellow. Nice shot, Ben Kean. A little bit worried it might overcurl, but did the job. Puts Hogged and Groggy over Temple of Broom 7-1. That's a pretty scary position to be in if you're Temple of Broom. But things can happen. Okay, another draw for Team Bomber. So they have a comfortable lead now. So just kind of drawing things into the house, making it tough on Gudetama on ice is their strategy at the moment. Bonnie Bensinger. Just trying to, is she trying to hit one of them? Is that the call? Trying hard to hold the line. Doing okay so far. Yep. Should get one of them anyway. Team Bomber just happy to get rid of anything red at this point. Pete Zoromski. Needs to curl. I think it's coming over. Yeah. Yes, does the job. Makes it impossible for red to draw behind the guard. I guess they can hit and roll behind the guard, or they can go for the double, but so what he's hoping for the double, or at least hit one and then roll back and freeze against the other. That would be ideal. Got 24 viewers, a lot for early in the morning. And got the hit. Will it roll? Yes, that rolls pretty nicely. That's what Gudetama on ice kind of needs, but Temple of Broom could now double them if they get it just right. I think there's a call to go for the back rock? No, I don't think that was there. Somehow he pointed like he wanted to go for the back rock, but maybe it was just me. Just the way he was waving his broom around that I saw the wrong thing. Okay, well, they'll get the front one. Not the double, but yellow one is probably biting, although it doesn't quite look like it in that view. It's just the camera angle. I think I hear rain now. A soggy day here in Maryland. It's going to be raining much of the day. A miss. So call to split the house, get another yellow in. Anywhere that's out counting that red. That's all that matters at this point. And avoiding a double on the yellows. or at least making it difficult. Dan Buck from Team Bomber. Looks like it'll be coming in. So they just want to get it, just maybe biting white to count the red one. So yeah, it's a really great place to be. Over on sheet C, Ben Kean's calling, hoping for a double here. Hit the center one, hope for the double. And looks like he might get it. It's looking pretty good. And yes, he does. Nice double on sheet C. On sheet B, I think they're trying to draw in behind the yellow, but it's not going to clear the yellow. It's going to bump the yellow back. Oh, but it is shot rock for the moment. Oh, and here comes Benjo. Go on.
Hello.
Hello, Benjo.
Yeah, 7:30, quite an early draw.
Yep. So, and then we got so it's Ken Clark here and Benjo on the commentary, and Dylan still on controls. So.
We have 22 viewers right now.
Yeah, 23 or 22. Yep. A lot for this early in the morning. I've done casts where we had like 5 people on in the morning draws. Oh, so what's going on sheet A? Is the yellow is at the hammer? This comes up short. Is that right? So was it 2? 2 yellow. Ties it up. 3-3 for Buck City and Parental Army. Over on sheet D, there's still 2 rocks left to play. We'll get back to that soon. So hit there on sheet B, still leaves yellow sitting 2. So what do you do for yellow? You could double out the reds, but it may be dangerous of spilling and hitting something of your own. Could just draw in and block the... I think I would just go to draw into top 8.
So is this the yellow skip's first stone? Looks like it. Yeah, I think they're going to try for that double. I mean, they're sitting 2, so why not?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's better.
Yeah, little mic adjustment there. So sheet D, oh, a bunch of rocks just moved on sheet D from the red, last red rock. No, that wasn't the last red rock. There's still another one down there. Because red has hammer on sheet D.
So here we go, double attempt on sheet B.
Whoa, whoa.
Looks a bit wide.
Yeah, I think I'll just clip.
Might make contact and takes out one, so not a bad result overall. But they now roll into second shot.
Yep.
So theoretically, red has a number of good options. So they're probably looking at getting the back one out. Either that or freezing based on where their Broom is currently at. Or maybe just like a hack weight takeout. Looks like it. So A is apparently already on the fifth end. Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go on sheet B. Red skip. Mike Vild off with his first stone in the fourth end. Stone's looking good, and it will definitely make contact and take it out. That was a pretty good hit.
So it leaves red sitting 2, so yellow just, what do they want to, they can freeze on that, they freeze on that back one? I'd like to freeze on the back one.
Yeah, I mean, they're up 4, so I don't mind giving 2. If they miss the freeze, then there's a possibility for a 3, so I think they might be just electing to hit. Or the hit and roll, they're also, yeah, they're looking at the hit and roll.
The hit to freeze, hit and roll to freeze.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, just get in
And
front
even
of.
if you just get the hit and then roll anywhere that's right, it doesn't have to exactly freeze.
Right, that's not bad either.
So over on sheet D, this will be the red hammer. That's not, they're still lining up for it. So yeah, go ahead, Benjo.
All right, so what do we have on sheet D? So on sheet D, red has hammer, and they are not sitting shots. So this looks like a run back attempt to possibly score 2.
So that very high yellow guard is the last Virginia rock. They put that really high yellow, which is making that run back challenging.
Oh, I did see that high guard. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, look at that hit and roll. Oh, that was an excellent shot on sheet B.
Oh, and it actually turned out.
Yeah, leaves yellow sitting 2.
Yeah,
So,
it's a, sort of a double.
Yeah, well, effectively a double, yes.
Effectively a double, yeah. So I think they're going to force yellow to. They're going to force red to 1.
Yeah, I mean, there is a double there on the yellows, but it's...
Yeah, and on sheet D, unfortunately, they weren't able to move that yellow shot rock, and they will give up a steal of 1. Giving Virginia a lead of 4-1 going into the 5th end. Okay, so back to sheet B. They need a hidden stick to score their single.
And on sheet C, since we're looking at that too, it's, I think, 2 rocks left to play. So Temple of Broom sitting 2. Last yellow rock, Ben Kean going down there to throw his last skip rock. And I think Ben's just trying to hit one of those reds out. Is he? Or is he trying to draw? I'm not sure. Trying to hit the red by the Broom.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it looks like, yeah. So here in B, looks like they called a like a hack weight hit. He made this with his first, so they should be familiar with this line. Yeah, looks a bit wide, but
I
just a
think it'll
hair.
come over. It's light enough. It's coming over.
Yeah, ice conditions are pretty good.
And Ben
And just-
Kean's hit is on the nose. So leaves yellow sitting one at the moment. But if Temple of Broom can hit that on the nose, they'll get 2, and that's what they're aiming for.
And on B, Gudetama on ice gets their single in the 4th. Trails Team Bomber 2-5 coming into the 5th end. All right, so do we have any other action on the other sheets
Well,
coming
just
up?
sheet C the hammer here.
All right, so sheet
just
C hammer.
trying to hit for 2.
Okay. So a hidden stick for their deuce. Hammers off. All right, sweeps early.
Looks pretty good. Should be able to stick.
Yeah, looks close. And easy.
Yep.
All right, almost overcooked that.
But they got it.
Yeah,
7-2.
but yeah.
What they really needed those 2 because they had a big they were down by a lot. But now it doesn't look quite so scary as it did. So back to our feature sheet. As the lead rock is going down for, it's going to be a center guard, I guess. So is it going to bite? That's coming into top 12 or top 8.
Okay, so that center guard just floating heavy. I think if you're red, you want to try to steal some points back. So I don't think that was what they wanted. Looks like yellow's gonna just want to put one in.
Going in the back for sticking around for the second shot.
So they're going to guard that rock, sort of like an off-center guard, I think. It said it's a bit narrow. Yeah, it looks like also a hair heavy. Okay, heavy and narrow.
Setting up for a double, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, they could take it on. They don't need to stay. I mean, they're up 3. But they're just still getting the single.
Yeah, just aiming for the top, the shot rock at the moment.
Yeah. Hitting either one isn't too bad either.
Yeah.
You just get one. That's not the end of the world. Okay, looks a bit tight. Sweepers are on it early. Try to hold the line. And looks like it's going to get the outer one. And roll in front of the red. Not a bad spot either. That's an easy short run back at some point. But then it also acts as a guard. So red is going to try to take advantage of that and draw behind those 2 stones on the top 8 and the top 12. So let's see if they make it. pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to curl enough to bury.
Yeah, here it comes. It's curling a lot.
There now, okay.
Yeah.
But it's coming up light. Well, it is guarding their shot rock, so.
True. And it's a stagger, sort of a stagger. It's going to be hard to get to that red. So not a bad result.
Yep, it's a good enough place that they're calling to clear to peel it. And if they're a little bit wide, they might actually run the yellow back into the shot rock red. So
yeah,
either way, it's a good place to aim.
Yeah, it looks close. I think they'll get a quarter of the yellow. Maybe clip some of the back red. Or over curling, actually. Okay, so they got the top one. So red has two choices here. They can either put something back, something similar back, or try to draw again. I think they're trying to draw again. Lie 2. And then now yellow's going to be chasing if they do make that draw. So this is Andy Green using my favorite stabilizer.
Nice. They changed their throwing order on so the vice and the lead are swapped.
Okay. Yeah, this is their second. Oh, their draw attempt just heavy. Missed opportunity there by red. Now, can yellow capitalize by doing the run back, which is what they called? Yeah, they don't need heavy weight here. It's just a short run back. So even hitting a half, I think, could possibly get it if they're wide or narrow. Sweepers on it early. Mine's looking good from here. Looks like it's over curling a hair.
Boom.
Made it perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Yellow now sitting 3. So if you were red, Ken, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, they need to score a bunch, so it's which isn't going to happen at this point.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. There is no good answer is a problem.
Yeah, so you're down 3. It's the 5th end. You have 4, probably 2 hammers remaining. So the option they've gone for here is to try to minimize the damage, try to double those 2 out.
Yeah, and if you get lucky, you might get a blank end.
Yeah.
Keep the hammer or just draw for 1 at the end, but.
Yeah, unfortunately missing the double
both,
attempt.
which is putting them now in big trouble. I guess if you're yellow, just draw a top house.
So if you're yellow, I think they're looking at the draw behind those 2 yellows, try to beat the red to it.
If it comes short, that's fine too, anywhere on that line, yep.
Because the only way red kills the sand for yellow is if they draw behind those 2 yellows and yellow can't get that out. So I think they're thinking of getting there first, which is I think what they're doing. Broom looks a bit wide for to come around.
I don't think they're going to draw. I think they're just going for the top house.
For the top house. That's not a bad call either. Yeah, so they're just looking for, based on the Broom, just like a center line, top 8. Looking good. Looks like hair heavy, like T-line.
Oh,
or
yeah,
maybe
actually.
not, it's grinding.
Okay, well, look at that.
Oh, that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it definitely keeps it's blocking that draw path behind the guards from that side.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, and it's hard to hit and roll behind the yellows
Yeah,
because it's
because
only
you'd have to cross nose, and
right.
you just can't really cross nose with any weight.
So not a bad shot. So hitting and rolling in front of the other yellow is the call.
On sheet A, I think we missed their fifth end. So fifth end, yellow scored 3.
Okay, looks like it's tight, running a bit tight, or maybe not. It is tight. Ooh, okay. So not a great result.
So Parental Army now up 6-3 over Buck City on sheet A.
Yeah, not a great result. It just increased the distance between the two yellows. So now all the 4 yellow stones are spread out. So yellow just putting another one in. So they're looking at top 12 center line stone. Even a center guard isn't too bad.
Yeah, looks like just where they wanted it, maybe slightly deeper, but nothing nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not about bad either. Looks like it is accessible. So there actually might be a double on those 2 yellows.
Yeah, there is a double possibility, but at this point, what does it do a lot of good?
Yeah, I think
you can't double them and hide. But I think that's what we got to go for.
yeah. So I think they're going for the double. If they get lucky, they might roll in front of the other yellow on the left, based on the broom placement. Because I don't know if you're gonna ever get behind the top 12 yellow to hide. So let's see what happens. Right, Mike Field off with his first skip stone in the 5th, and from the get-go looks a bit tight.
Yeah, I think I might hit the upper yellow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit tight. Oh, just unlucky. Just went straight right into the hole. A little more curly could have run into the 2 yellows.
Yeah. Might have actually been able to do a double indirectly, but
yeah. It's kind of hard to call those like in between shots,
right,
like between your planning and plan B. And if you just like get caught, you end up caught between like the 2 shots. You sometimes end up with the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, that happens to me too often. It's like, what do I do now? Do I tell him to sweep, or do I tell him to push it out, or whatever? Yeah. And half the time it doesn't really matter because it's not going to work anyway. but it's like you've still got to make up a decision.
Yeah.
And what are you going to try for?
Try to get something out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes a good skip, the ones that can think fast and figure out how to best get what they can out of that rock. So just another draw attempt here on the yellow.
Either that or just a guard. Didn't see the call there. Yeah, looks like this is going to end up like top 12. Yeah, that's a great spot.
Yeah, that line's that line's pretty fast. The rocks just keep on coasting right along.
Tricky situation here.
Yeah, nothing left to do but draw at this point, really, is there? Unless you can throw with an awful lot of weight.
I mean,
There's probably is a triple there, but
There is. Still gives up a 3. I think one option they could do is to do sort of like a back house draw.
Yeah, just draw to the back of the 4.
Yeah, back of the 4, try to cut them down to 1, or even back of the 8 and give up, 2. Because it's going to be hard to chase the any draw to the back house, I think.
Yep, yeah, as long as it gets buried.
So I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, because freezing on the top 12 Yellowstone isn't going to do much. That's why that was a very good shot. Okay, Mike built with his last stone. Doesn't have a lot of rotation. It's going to curl pretty early. And it's curling right now.
I think it's going to be on the yellows.
Yeah, it's going to be on the yellows. The question is it going to pass the red? And unfortunately,
not even gonna
it's
get there.
short, and yellow has an open draw for 6. And
Wow.
further increase their lead.
Yeah, to beyond scary point.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a well-played end on yellow's part.
Yep. Well, it makes it a little easier when you're up by a bunch. You can
Yeah.
your strategy changes. So on sheet D.
Yeah, do we have hammers coming up on?
I guess I did. I guess it was. I thought there was another rock left, but they played it so fast I didn't see what happened. So they finished on sheet D when we were watching. Thought I was keeping an eye on it, but that last rock was just too fast.
Back would be
And so the draw in.
the draw easily made.
Look at that, 6 yellow.
6 yellow on D. Increases their lead to 11 and 2. So I think they might keep on playing based
I'll
on.
probably just want to throw the rocks back to this
Yeah.
end. Yeah,
Why not?
they got up this early in the morning to do something. They might as well play another end.
Pretty much. Yeah, 7:30 is just.
Yeah, I don't know that we've ever had a 7:30 draw before.
At the Dykes, we've had the 7:30 draw time, and our Airbnb was 40 minutes away, so we had to wake up at like 6 or something.
Which Dykes was that this year?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
So for those who are not familiar, so it's the Francis Dykes Memorial Bonspiel, and it's the GNCC 5 and under championship for men, and it was held about 3 weeks ago in Utica.
And there's several people here in our spiel that were on that.
Yeah, a few on the ice right now.
Few on the ice. I was. Another person on my team was there for. Zimmerman was there. So yep.
Jamie was there. Matt was there. Because the yellow just throwing a clean end.
So any idea where Appleton is? The team bomber, Appleton. I don't know where Appleton is.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might be wondering on B why they're not choosing to throw their rocks through. So in some if you look at some of like the strategy books discussing like the 5 rock rule, um, some authors do not advise just throwing through. Because essentially with the 5 rock rule, you're just giving a lot of like free guards to the other team. So that might be their thinking. But then again, they're up 11-2, so you know.
Yeah, they're not worried about anything at this point.
I know.
So it's more like this is just your throwing practice. So let's just get a little more practice time in, essentially.
Right.
And throwing throughs aren't really good for practice, except seeing how well we can throw a high weight.
Yeah, so I think they're just like doing these hits because Red didn't try to set up anything with any guards. Or maybe they did and then just got heavy. Didn't see the calls of the first few rocks. Yeah, it looks like they're just trading hits at this point. So my guess is we might be seeing a shake at the end of this end. So do we have any hammer action on any of the other ends?
Nope.
Not yet? Okay. We're close to hammer on sheet A, so maybe we look at sheet A.
A and D are like a little better, halfway or better.
Okay.
The ends, but
So like in a few stones, we could get an update on sheets A and D.
on sheet D, the house is. Well, I was going to say the house is empty, but that yellow didn't quite roll out. Sheet A, red is sitting 3 at the moment. Which is just what Buck City needs to tie it up. So no, there's a 4th one there actually. Yeah, so it's actually looking pretty good for Buck City being able to score a number to maybe tie up the score in this end. So what are there? How many? Three rocks left to play in sheet A.
Yeah, 3 rocks left on sheet A. So on sheet B with the center guard that ended up with the red's last stone, yellow's just going to try to draw behind. The other option was just to peel the guard.
But they put up another center guard.
And they
Not
put
what
up
they
another
wanted.
center guard. Yeah.
Maybe the ice is slowing down a little bit. And draw attempt here. Plenty of room to get behind those guards.
Yeah, so opportunity here for red. Trying to curl it over. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's curling nicely.
15-2.
It's going to clear the guard. That should hurry if they can get it far enough.
Okay, good sweep there.
Yeah, I would have swept for another 2 seconds there, gotten a bit in further, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter a lot at this point. So quick clear the guard, maybe double the reds.
Yeah, I like this call. Get rid of the guard, maybe get one of the...
Or maybe double the guards. Anyway.
Double the guards is also fine.
Although
But then you're going to leave a center guard.
Yeah, so it's not ideal, yeah.
Yeah, so I like this call. Even if you just like pick out the red, it's not too bad. Your hog to hog on that draw was 15-2, so not too slow.
Okay, well,
Okay, looking good. Might have overswept a bit.
oh, got the double.
Oh, nicely done. Okay.
Leaving 2 guards, but at least they got the double, so. any reds you get rid of, or reds that can't score, so.
Yeah, so the 2 guards up front are yellow now. So at some point they can run either of those stones to get to any shot rock. So opportunity here for red.
Looks a little light. It might just curl into the yellow. I don't know.
Yeah, not a lot of rotation
might
on
make
this,
it.
so it's curling a lot.
Okay, I think they cleared it.
Finishing
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
nicely.
Had just enough weight on it that it kept on coming.
And wow, that had a lot of finish to it.
Yep. So now what do you just clear your guards?
Yeah,
Or
just clear the
double
guards.
out your guards?
Yeah, double the guards, so that's what they're doing. Because those are just going to be causing trouble for yellow. Even if they're center guards. Theoretically good for the non-hammer team.
So over on sheet A, this is the last yellow rock. So leaving red sitting with hammer. And on D, we got a lot of rocks left to play in D.
So double attempt on the guards in sheet B was unsuccessful.
Well,
Red not putting
only
a top.
half successful.
Half successful. Yeah, half shot.
I mean,
Actually, good correction there.
And the rock that is shot rock is no longer hiding behind a guard, so
Yeah.
it is successful. Just
All right, so we have hammer on sheet A.
up to 41 viewers.
Oh, wow, up to 41 viewers on a Friday morning. Wow. Thank you to everyone listening in at 9 in the morning.
Our viewership doubled since you got on, Benjo.
All right, so let's look at the hammer on sheet A. So what do we have? This is a draw for 5.
Yep, so just trying to wide draw along the edge of the sheet, edge of the rink, so as long as it doesn't like fall out to the bumper.
Yeah. So sweeper sonnet, trying to keep it moving.
Yep, you can never know what that ice, how frosty that is out there, so trying
It looks
hard.
close.
Yeah, I think it's going to make
And
it.
they think they make it for 5. Very good then for
Oh, look at that.
Bucks City. And they're squarely back in the game now, leading 8-6 coming into the 7th then.
Well, it's got quite an exciting game on sheet A. A lot of back
Yeah,
and
just
forth
like
there.
a big swing there.
But not so much for Guatemala Ice here on sheet B. They're will be lucky to get one here.
Yeah, so yellow just taking out the shot stone, maybe hide behind their yellow. It looks like they might just be nosing, not the worst. All right, good. They'd be happy to give up 2. They're up by a bundle, so giving up 2 isn't the worst.
Yeah, because that red in the back is biting still.
Yeah, it is biting. So red here trying to take out, maybe roll to the side. It won't be a good idea to roll behind the yellow because it's behind the tee. If they do roll behind the guard, it just gives yellow some backing behind their own guard. So ideally, I think they'd want to roll out, or even nosing isn't bad. Okay.
Well, apparently we do have at least one Appleton fan on the stream.
And it's it must be 8 in the morning there, Central Time.
Appleton is Team Bomber. Oh, 2 Appleton. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so yep. Go ahead.
I was just going to say sorry to you Appleton fans that are not giving you a more exciting game to watch. Just a bunch of hits. And here comes another hit attempt.
Yeah, so yellow just trying to hit this out. Again, they're not too worried about giving up a 2. So it looks like this is just nosing. Ooh, almost got that back red. And Philadelphia now with a hit and stick for their deuce in the 6th. Do you have any other hammer action on the other ends? Not yet?
Sheet D will be the next, but they still have their discarding their skip rocks.
Okay. So we'll keep an eye on sheet D.
Sheet A is looking all yellow at the moment. Or sheet C, I mean, is looking all yellow. So all the rocks in play, all 6 rocks in play are yellow.
So here's the hammer on sheet B. Looking good. Might overcurl a bit.
Yeah, I'd be sweeping that. I should with saddle stick.
And
so 2 red on sheet
stick
B.
made.
And are they going to play or not?
Yeah,
they're
I
shaking.
think,
Okay,
they're
handshakes
shaking.
on sheet
So we
B.
have a final on sheet B with a score of 11-4. Congratulations to Team Bomber from the Appleton Curling Club in Wisconsin.
Okay, so we'll move on to feature sheet C. As we're going to watch. We can wait a little bit for sheet D. Might as well switch to sheet C.
Okay, so we are switching our feature game to sheet C, which is between the Temple of Broom and Hogged and Groggy. So on sheet D, I think it's the what do we have in sheet D? The first. All right, first skip stone for yellow. Are they trying to run? Okay. They did try the run. Unfortunately, it just missed the shot rock. Okay, so now our feature sheet is sheet C. Skips first stone for yellow. Okay, nicely done. So let's see what red's options are. So that's one option.
Yeah.
So I think
hit that center yellow and try to roll a little bit over to freeze on the hide.
That's quite a tough shot given the top 12 yellow.
Yeah.
So on our split screen, we have sheet D. Okay. And
that was last red, I believe. So
last yellow, I think.
Oh.
And we have hammer on sheet D, so let's take a look. So a nose double gives the ace trainers their single.
Oh, that just skimmed the yellow card, and wow, that moved a lot of rocks, but still leaves yellow sitting 5 on 4 on sheet C. Okay, here's the hammer on sheet
hammer
D.
On D.
Red coming in. It's a little wide, isn't it?
And it
yeah, just jams
yeah.
and leaves red sitting 1. So Ace Trainer's getting 1 point out of that. Still leaves Virginia with a 1 point lead, 4-3.
So in our feature sheet, this is the second skip stone for yellow. And based on the Broom, they're either they probably just are gonna replace the top 12 stone on the center line. Make it hard for red to score. And the stone looks pretty good. Hair heavy, if anything.
Yeah, it's going to tap the center one, I believe. Okay, so what do you
let's see.
Double the yellows? That's not going to get you 1.
Yeah.
You can't draw for 1. They don't count that. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad spot.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so even the nose double, you're right, Ken. So even the nose double, I don't think gets them shot. So they would have to roll a hair.
And it's hard to get the double and roll a hair. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it. The double is pretty much just to the point where it's not going to roll at all.
I know. Yeah, I don't think what their other options are though. So this could be just damage control at this point on C. I was trying to see if there could be like a downweight hit on the one on the button, but I think the port's like so tight that might not be there. So I think they're on the guard, and they do hit the guard. So they give up a steal of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that will be game on sheet C. All right, so congratulations to Hogged and Groggy from a number of different clubs, I believe.
Yeah, we had a Potomac and
I see a Columbus.
Columbus. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more than those two.
Yeah.
Potomac and Columbus, but.
So where do we go next?
I guess. Well,
so both A and D are pretty close. So what's your pick, Ken?
Well, let's take D. Let's take A because they're farther along in the end.
Okay, so let's take sheet A for our feature feature game between Buck City and Parental Army. So currently we are at thirds, at the red thirds second stone. So what do we have at the moment? Yeah, so they're just trying to hit the yellow. Yeah, they should be a bit careful. There's a jam possibility at the back.
Well, I'm going to be off for a minute. Going to go get ready because I'm on the next draw. So.
Oh, good luck, Mr. Ken. So looks like it's over curling. Oh, but that ended up pretty well. So they have two counters. Very well separated. Could make scoring a deuce a bit tricky for yellow, but both are back T, so they're electing just to freeze on the one closer to the center. Freeze attempt looking a bit light. And it's going to end up top 8. So red just electing to hit that stone. Again, they have to be careful not to jam at the back. So red's first skip stone off now. Sweepers off it. Looks a hair wide. Might clip a piece. And does clip a piece. Very well done. 3 red stones. Makes it tricky for yellow to get their deuce. So they're going to try the freeze attempt yet again. Now the freeze attempt on its way. Yeah, it looks a bit heavier than the first one. Sweepers on it. Needs a good freeze. But looks like it's going to come up light. It's going to end up a guard. And unfortunately gives red a center guard to hide behind if they wish. And make it hard for yellow to score. So I think that's what they're doing based on the broom placement. Now if red doesn't get behind that yellow guard, it's going to be hard for yellow to score their single. Second skips rock for red is now off. Sweepers on it a bit early. And they need to hold the line. They don't want to take the yellow in. And sweepers are now off it. I think just in time. So yellow still has an open draw for their single. Facing 3. Drawing against a couple of stones, always not an easy proposition. Right, hammer on sheet A. And hammer is off. Needs a bite of the 8-foot to score their single. Sweepers looking okay, so I thought they were happy with the weight. They're now on it. Can't hurt it, I guess. Oh, and it's taking a turn. And it's going to end up light again, unfortunately. So they're giving up a steal of 3 to red. And they are now down 5 coming into the 8th. And that will be handshakes on sheet A. So we have a final that the score would be 11-6 on sheet A for Buck City. So congratulations to Buck City. And we now go to our final game on the ice on sheet D between Potomac and Virginia. So pretty close game here. Virginia leading Potomac, the Potomac Ace Trainers by 1 in the 7th. A bit tight on time. They do have 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to finish the end and play one more. But they do have to speed up a bit. So can we take a look at the house on sheet D? Okay, so 2 yellows, 2 Virginia Stones behind a bunch of guards. A lot of junk up front. It's going to be hard to get in there. Red does have that very long angle run. I think a good option would be just to try to clear something in the front, try to give them a chance with their last stone. Because currently, it's going to be very hard to get into that 4-foot circle. And they wouldn't want to give up 3. Giving up a 2 isn't the end of the world. It's going to be difficult to score 3 with their hammer, but it's not impossible. But they definitely do not want to give them a 3. So Virginia's first skip stone is off. Just trying to get into the 4-foot. And they're going to wreck on their guard. Yeah, so they say, so I correct myself, they don't have hammer. So they wouldn't want to clear their centers. They want to try to get behind their centers. Great chance now for Potomac to put another one in and keep up the pressure on Virginia. Yeah, even a guard isn't the worst. I think they'd be happy with a guard. Okay, looking a bit wide. And it is the wall side, so... Okay, now making its turn. And it's going to end up beautifully on the top 4. Very nice. Okay, some broom dropping on the ice. Ice makers won't be too happy with that. So what does Red have left? So they at least want to if they want to have a chance in the 8th, they should at least try to get second shot, try to cut down the scoring to a single. So they're looking at this like short angle tap. So I'm not sure if this is just a tap or they're running it back with some weight based on the broom placement. Not too sure about the broom placement there. Red's first stone is off. This looks like a lot of weight, so I think it is an angle run attempt, and they're going to crash, maybe or maybe not. Oh, very nice, very nice shot, very nice shot. So Red is now shot on sheet D. So that was an amazing shot, giving Virginia a possible steal. So not sure how Yellow's going to get there. I think they're just going to try that short tap on their Yellow in the 4-foot for their single. And Hammer is off on sheet D. And it looks a bit up. Okay, sweeper's now on it. And is it going to make it? Oh, almost. Yeah, very good angle run back by Dave Zimmerman of Virginia for the steal. All tied up in the 8th end. And they make it just in time with 1:55 remaining on our game clock. So Ace Trainers from Potomac has Hammer in the 8th. So Virginia here going to try for the steal, obviously. And you have her textbook center guard. Stone's looking good, going to over curl if anything. And they do have a high guard. Potomac just going to try to put one in. And this looks like it's floating a hair, but I think it's going to stop in time. Maybe in the back house. Yeah, just back 4. Not a bad spot. So I think Virginia's going to go for the double guard. Stone's looking good. Might be in the house if anything. Ends up in the top 8. So it looks like Jamie called for a center guard. I'm not sure where he placed the. Okay, so there's another center guard. Not too sure if that was the call. So Virginia trying to put up a setup shot. I saw them aiming for like top 8. This might quick off or just heavy for the tap. Based on how that curled, they actually might get to the yellow shot rack. Ooh. Not a great spot. It's another center guard effectively for red. Okay, so red trying to get one on the top 12. So I think this feels like a setup shot so that they could try to get to the yellow with an angle run at some point. Right now calling for line. Weight's looking a bit better than the first one. So they might actually get to the yellow. Not about bad spot, excuse me. So Jamie calling for a guard. So I think just trying to block that short run to their yellow. So effectively they're just trying to guard and guard. Unfortunately, that red is still accessible for red. And they're going for their angle run. It's a short run, so it's definitely makeable. Looks a bit wide, if anything. Oh, and just flashes. Okay, so I didn't know what was going on. Bill apparently was doing so Bill Engman now returning to the ice is actually um, running the bonspiel or co-chairing the bonspiel, and had to do some bonspiel stuff. Now he's back on the ice, and Jamie calling to just like close off that hole, tried to block that shot for Virginia again. This just goes a bit heavy. Not sure if red is still accessible. Looks like it's not. So they're now going to the other side for the run. So they don't have to take out the shot rack, they only have to bump it a bit. So if they do make this short angle raise, it could be very tricky for yellow to get their single. Here we go. Sweepers are on it. Stone looks really light. And it is just going to be one guard. That might actually be blocking. So now Potomac trying to block that raise on the other side. I think it does end up covering that run. So Virginia now looking at their options. Both simple angle runs are a bit trickier now with those guards by Potomac. So now they're looking at running that 3-guard on the left side of the sheet, back to the red and then back to the yellow. Certainly not impossible, but very difficult. So this looks a bit tricky for Virginia. They do have 2 stones left. So they're looking at clearing some stuff. Try to give themselves a chance with their last stone. They're also looking at a I don't know what they're looking at. Now they're looking at a possible setup shot. Put 1 red on just in front of the house that they could run into their red and then into the yellow. They're looking at the yellow, red, yellow run. None of these options are great or are easy, rather. I think maybe an option is to try to clear. Huh. Yeah, that's very tricky. I think maybe trying to clear the high guards could be helpful for them. Give them maybe a shot at something. Yeah, we're already pushing up to the next draw. So I'm not sure what they decided on doing. Based on the broom placement, I think they might be going for a setup shot of some sort. Yeah, I think clearing some guards would be helpful for them. Even if they run the yellow 3 guard, if they clear that side, then maybe they have a shot at the yellow. even if it hits one of the reds. So not sure what the exact call is. So this is a draw. Okay, not the. Well, not the worst. I think it gives them some space to hit the red angle run. So yellow's just trying to block that. Okay, so Jamie's first stone. Sweeper's calling 2 or 3. So definitely his guard weight. It's now a matter of getting the line right. And that's pretty good. I think it does its job. So what is red left here with? That hard, heavy, flat enough. Not sure if it's there. Yeah, but they're going to go for it. I think that might be their only shot. Or maybe this is just like a tap on the red, because I think it's still accessible. It's showing maybe a sliver, and they don't need heavy weight. Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. Sweeper's still on it. Okay, just needs a bit more weight. Oh, good attempt. Yeah, that was a good attempt. Okay, so that is a win for Ace Trainers from Potomac. They get their single 5-4. Congratulations to Potomac. And with that, this ends our 7:30 broadcast for the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel 2023. On behalf of Ken Clark and Dylan Kleszczelski and myself, Benjo Delarmente, we hope to see you in a couple of minutes for our next draw. So until then, see you.